Hello everyone, my name is Ekaterina and I'm a licensed immigration consultant working at EverNorth Canada. And here at EverNorth, we help people who want to immigrate to Canada, who want to study, just visit as a tourist, work, or live here permanently as a PR holder or a citizen. So we cover all sort of applications, and in general, if immigration is something that sparks your interest, you are very welcome here. We're gonna start this series of videos where we're gonna discuss changes in immigration, different programs, most commonly asked questions during the consultations, how to avoid refusals for different types of files, right? And all interesting bits and pieces that might be helpful for you if you start your immigration journey. In this video, we're gonna cover the interesting topic of spousal sponsorships. So we're going to discuss inland applications versus applications made outside of Canada. What is the difference? What is the processing time as of now? Right? What documents are usually required, and how to avoid refusal. So all of the questions will be time-stamped. So for example, if you already know the answer, you don't need to watch the entire video. You can just skip to the part that is really important for you. So we're going to start from talking about who exactly can sponsor their spouse. So if you are a Canadian PR holder or a Canadian citizen, and you are legally married to a foreign national, or you live together in a common law partnership together with the foreign national, technically by Canadian laws, you can sponsor your spouse or common law partner for the PR. So this is clear. Regarding the criteria from which part it's better to sponsor the spouse, I mean inland application versus outland application, there are a few implications. So if your spouse currently lives with you in Canada and you have no plans to be separated, right? You want to stay united as a family together, the most straightforward option would be to submit an inland sponsorship application. In this case, what it means that you submit the file and the visa officer process the application within Canada. It does not go anywhere, it processes inside the country. What is like a downside, I would say, is the fact that the processing times at the moment are a bit longer. And a bit longer, I mean around a year longer than the outland sponsorship application. Which is kind of logical to me, because in this case there is no rush to process your file because the family is together, the couple is united. There is no need to rush because you are living your life as a family, and basically you just wait for your application to be approved. In comparison to the outland sponsorship, when the Canadian spouse is in Canada and their partner, like common law partner or spouse, lives outside. So if you submit your application from overseas, the processing time at the moment is around 15 months. If you submit from inside Canada, I would say 21 months to 24 months. So you see it's closer to 2 years processing. If you are a sponsoring spouse from inside, your spouse is eligible for a bridging open work permit, which would allow the spouse to continue working and be fully in Canada with you during the entire duration of application processing. It's a great benefit because in this case the spouse will get an open work permit, meaning that they will not be restricted to any employer. They might want to work, so they would be able to choose whenever they want to work for, right? With no restrictions. They can open their own business, or they can be even unemployed if they choose to stay at home. So this is a huge plus here. For the outland sponsorship application, you don't have this option to get united while waiting for the application, but you get the shorter processing. So it's balanced in this case. As for the types of relationship that are recognized in terms of submission of the PR application under sponsorship, IRCC says there are 3 categories under which you can apply. The first one is a married couple, where you are legally married to each other and you were physically present during the ceremony, and this marriage should be recognized in your country where you got married and in Canada. The second type would be common law partners, where you're not legally married, but you reside together under one roof as a family. You share finances, you share household responsibilities, like you live as partners for the duration of at least 1 year. Once you hit 1 year mark, you can call yourself common law partners. And in the eyes of the IRCC, you will have the same rights as all the married couples who apply. The third option would be conjugal partners. It's a bit different from both previous options, but still something that might apply to you. For example, in the cases where spouses cannot legally get married or cannot live together long enough due to some restrictions, maybe religion or visa barriers, where you live in separate countries, and for some reason none of you can get reunited anywhere in the world to live together for the duration of 1 year. In this case, you can qualify as conjugal partners if you lived together for some time, at least a while, and you have the reasonable explanation why it was so. In this case, you can benefit from the spousal sponsorship under this category as well. Despite the fact under which category you're going to be applying, the documents package would be more or less the same. For the main package, I would say you need to prove that you are guys in a committed relationship, and you identify yourself as a family. It means that you need to prove with the documents that you share finances. Most likely you need to provide your shared bank statements, your finances intermingling, right? Like you support each other, money transfers, all of that. The second part would be attestation to the genuineness of your relationship. So in this case, I recommend, if you have family members, friends who can confirm with their letters of support that you are together, that they witnessed your relationship blossom, that would be great, to have a few letters from one spouse's side of a family and friends, your shared friends, and the other spouses as well. If you have kids, that's more than enough to support that your relationship is genuine. You will need to provide pictures, from family gatherings, your outings, your just time together. So be prepared. If you would want to, apply in the future, just start gathering the documents in advance, because it would be better if we can provide the officer the progression of your relationship, to show with the pictures how everything started all the way up until the day of submission, until the wedding, all of the key elements, birthday parties together. So take pictures. That would be very important. Another part would be, if you live together at the moment, your shared lease agreement would be an important factor here. So if you just moved in together, just make sure your landlord adds your spouse as a second tenant or occupant, just to make sure you have the documents and evidence that you guys share the address. The same thing with the ID documents. So most likely you will have your driver's licenses indicating the same address, your car insurance, your benefits from work, everywhere where your legal address is indicated. Make sure you change it everywhere as soon as you move in, so you have all of the proof that you reside together and you're a family. In the event where you do not live together and it's an outland sponsorship application, you would need to prove that you are in touch all the time. So in this case, the more the better, I would say. You can take printouts from your FaceTime, calls, your printouts from just texting each other. All of that would work. And of course, if you go on vacation together, your mutual trips, save your electronic tickets, do pictures, take pictures together. This all will help to show that you are in constant connection. You are indeed a family who lives apart and just try to get reunited and establish their life together in Canada. So that would be an important consideration to have. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you have any further questions on this topic or would like a personalized case review, please schedule a consultation using the link below the video. My team can help you with any immigration-related questions. We would be happy to help. Have a nice day.